I don't wanna. What if I do this? Aha! All right, guys. We gotta pretend that this is the first actual rundown for the VOD. Nobody from the VOD will know that I played the game without audio for like 40 minutes. Nobody will know, okay? Don't. What happened 40 minutes ago stays what happens 40 minutes ago. Nowhere else. Nowhere else. All right, capiche? Okay, okay, good. Good. Let's go. Headstone Island. I think I've never started here before, believe it or not. That's kind of a first. I guess we're exploring down here though. Again. Or will they? Nah. They won't know. Pay for your silence. It will cost me one. Please don't tell, and no less. Unfortunately for you, I'm not a beggar. I'm not a beggar. I'm a pleaser. Take that what you will. I drive a hard bark. Exactly. I mean, look, if I could just please everybody, then what do I need to beg for? I'll just do whatever you want within reason. That bird got shot in Minecraft. Yeah, that'll take a bit more to buy your silence. Hmm. Hmm. I mean, I'm not sure why I'm worried about you. You can't keep secrets anyway. You fully admitted to not being able to keep secrets. So it's not like I'm worried about you. You're gonna spill the beans anyway. Fine. What? Am I wrong though? When you have a secret and someone asks me, I love. Ooh, get dodged. Oh, not that time. Someone asks me, I love going, can you keep a secret? And they go, yes. And I go, well, so can I. I feel like I don't get it, or that either I don't get it, or that's a very bad way of trying to riz somebody up. I can't tell. I like how you immediately did the. Did you have the vanish on copy paste? You had the vanish on copy paste, did you? Ah, joke's on you. Nobody watches my VODs. Besides the same people that that's in the stream right now. When you ask someone if they can keep a secret, they expect me to tell them the secret. Well, I know that. It feels like a way to riz somebody up though. I can't lie. It's what it's what that sounded like to me. Ooh, too far left. Says more about you than me. Now hold on. Oh, come on. You have cookies? What flavor? It better be chocolate chip. If it's not chocolate chip, I require you to type vanish. What am I trying to do? That. Sugar with sprinkles? I'm actually not a fan of sugar cookies. Not gonna hold you. Never really liked sugar cookies all that much. I like, you know, either chocolate chip or the like frosted ones. Like the ones that has like little frostings on top. I really love those. They were free? Okay, fair enough. See, German gets it though. Chocolate chip, he gets it. What happened? I went inside the center of the whirlpool. The whirlpool sucked me up, and then I got spat out on the island because it was like, because the game was like, oh, there was no giant squid, so therefore you fell out of bounds. Really soft and chewy. Oh, that's the best kind of cookie though. The best kind of cookies are the ones that are soft and chewy. What? I explained it. I'm not explaining it again. Come back to my class tomorrow. I will teach the lesson over and over until you get it right. And then I will give you a pop quiz. I just read what Seth said. They really soft. Man, those cookies must have been super good. If they're messing up Sassy's spelling. Man. Man, you know what I'm sad about? For the Nintendo Direct that we just had? Where is my kid Icarus? Where is my man Pit, dude? Where are all those cast of characters, man? I missed them. I want those cast of characters to come back. You fell out of bounds and the game gets confused, push you on the nearest island, but then you fell and then swam and I think you blinked and you're on top of the island. Yeah, so alright, joking aside, I Wind Waker dived. There's certain spots where you can fall off with the Wind Waker when you pull it out. And if you do that, obviously Link can't swim while he's on the Wind Waker, so he falls super far underneath the water. So far, in fact, that you can... I have both a bomb bag and a quiver. You can fall or you can swim underneath the island because you're so far down. And then when Link resurfaces, um, whenever you're out of bounds and swimming, you can swim to another portion of water that's above you, and Link will zip up to that body of water because video game. And there's your lesson. Like, get your pen and paper out for a pop quiz. Like Mario 64, yeah. Yeah, you can do the same thing in that game. I missed my hook shot, dude. Let me open up my next beverage here. The Mountain Dew citrus is really growing on me, but I'll still choose Code Red Cherry over it. Man, I never disliked the citrus. It was always a good flavor, but there are just other better flavors. I don't have any money. Alright, let's see here. So far, this is way worse than what I did previously. I guess we'll just go to Windfall immediately. Oh god. Headset almost fell off. This game is broken. Imagine playing a Zelda game where you can just clip through walls and stuff. Oh, gee. Well, I can't imagine a Zelda game that just allows you to do that. Imagine playing a Zelda game that's that broken and way more broken than this game. So broken that you can finish the entire game in like 20 minutes if you can just arbitrarily execute the code in the game and change it. But that's boring, so nobody really does that speedrun anymore. And if I was a speedrunner, I would also be in that same boat. How the heck did I not grab that rope? I call foul. Dude! I think they pushed it under 5 minutes. Oh my god. Yeah, I wouldn't like that speedrun. That's just too boring. Like I at least want to play the game if I'm speedrunning it, you know? Okay. Come on, bet. Yeah, I at least want to play the game, you know? Instead of do random inputs for like 3 minutes and then do final set of inputs for like 2 more minutes and then boom, none. Oh, anyway, I'm pretty sure you're very happy about the OOT remake. So they made a card defeat Ganon where SRM was banned. And then they found a way to break that category too, so now they're all bad. Well, thankfully I don't pay attention to all that junk. I don't really watch Ocarina of Time speedrunning that much anymore. To having a pair of mods who troll you. No, I can live with that. That's survivable. I mean, I'm happy OT will get attention from a whole new generation of gamers. I don't know if I'm a fan of them trying to reinvent Ocarina of Time for like the 4th time. I'm more worried about how it's gonna look. If anything. Probably just let the mutts in and they stanky. They need a bath. Good thing you're home, right? DLSS. The DLSS. And you know what's even funnier? Now we're just gonna have people rage baiting other people with that unofficial Unreal Engine Ocarina of Time thing that somebody did like years ago. Or I think they're still going with it. I don't know, I can't remember. I haven't looked at that in a long ass time. They just had one Friday, and well, they need another one. The amount of times you told me that they come in the house after they rolled around in the mud and everything. Wait, 4th? I thought there was only the OG and 3DS. Nope, Ocarina of Time has a... Count with me here, okay? Ocarina of Time has the original, Wii U Virtual Console, GameCube, then it's on Switch NSO, 3DS, and now it's getting the one on the Switch 2. And so there's technically 6, soon to be 6 different versions of Ocarina of Time out there in the world. You count Twilight Princess? Okay, then you're just being... You're being a dingus because you want to be. No! You meant reinventing part? Okay, if you're only specifically talking about reinventing, and then yes, this will be the 3rd time they're reinventing Ocarina of Time. He's also counting Orozella and Master Quest. Those don't count either. You do bring up a good point, though. I wonder if they're gonna bring in Master Quest to this remake, like if it's gonna come included. Isn't the Master Edition on the GameCube? I think so, if I remember correctly. But still, my main worry is how it's gonna look. Like, I feel like some aspects is gonna look bad, but oh my god, let me tell you. For one thing's for sure is Nintendo, they better not tone it down. Considering this game came out in like what, the 2000s or something? I forget. This game came out in the 2000s or something. I'm most likely wrong because I'm a fake Zelda fan. But yo, when we get to Bottom of the Well and Shadow Temple in the remake, okay, I'm a liar then. When we get to Shadow Temple and Bottom of the Well in the remake, I mean, let me tell you, when we start seeing Redeads and the Floor Masters, some people about to pass the frick out. I'm gonna say that now. I saw a tweet. I saw a tweet the other day, and the caption was it was, when these people see these enemies, the people are gonna go into cardiac arrest, which is not supposed to be funny, but it's the wording and the delivery is what is like, oh my god. Shadow and I almost said Breath of the Wild, but Bottom of the Well looks sanitized in OOT 3D. A little bit. But surely with these more realistic graphics, we're gonna see some. We're definitely gonna see some things. Look, my main thing is I don't want them to tone it down. Please, please just let it happen. Just let it happen. Do not change anything about Bond the Well and Shadow Temple. They're supposed to be creepy for a reason. It ties into the lore of the game. So like they cannot tone it down. They can't. They have to keep it as is. Just, you know, obviously it's updated and everything. They can't have refuges to blood and torture in modern aliens, or they can't sell it to children. Yeah, they can. Because they did it before. When we were kids. Hello? 15%, go charge your phone. What do you mean they can't have that stuff, but they released it in 1998 when we were kids? Kids these days out here playing in GTA. True. Also true. Kids. Well, no, the best sentence for you to say, Sassy, was they're just, the kids are on the internet. That's all you have to say. That's all you have to say. The kids are on the internet on the daily. When most of them should not be on the internet on the daily. I would like to know what the 80 rupee auction is. I think the Senseless Trader did not play to the point where they get to the Shadow Temple. It was rated 0 here in Europe, meaning you can give it to your toddler. So, I mean... Okay, well, it's worth taking. It's the only thing to take, so... I'll play for it. Well, my point is, they have no reason to censor it. Like, if they censor it, then I understand, but I don't think they should. I don't think they should. Although I'm not going to be, you know, the annoying people on Twitter that bitch and moan about it if they do censor it and be like, oh my god, they're getting so soft, and we can't have this, we can't have that. And it's just like, well, we're living in a more modern age and people are having more and more kids. So unfortunately, game companies just can't go all out like they used to back in the day. That's why some YouTubers don't go all out like they used to back in the day. We all know how YouTube was back in the day. You know, you'd be a little bit unhinged, funny, say some messed up stuff that people found funny, got people to subscribe to you. And then nowadays, you know, they can't do that no more because all these rules and stuff that's in place. But it's also just like, you know, you're also just not, you're just not that person anymore either. You know what I mean? Like you can do something for so long until it just gets old and stale. You know? Paper Mario. Oh yeah, the remake made Vivian trans. Well, Vivian was always trans. It was just the translation was wrong in the original. There was like something wrong with the translation or something. And then they corrected it in the remake. WWR trans, by the way. And now that I said that, I'm now prepared to get canceled on the internet. I'm prepared to be mocked for the rest of my life. You don't have to follow the girl. Nope. She runs around the island on her own. Following her is actually ill-advised because that just makes it harder. And while this cutscene is going, she's still moving, mind you. So you kind of have to be quick if we're going to go around and collect all these rupees. There she is. Hold on. Looking at something. Okay. Drink? Give me a moment. Thank you for the drink. I didn't do Spleesh Kaboom. I didn't do Spleesh Kaboom because I am lazy. And I don't want to play the RNG minigame. Probably gonna go 2 hours today. I'm actually like very relaxed right now. Not gonna lie. I don't know if I don't know if I have enough energy to do a whole shebang. Depends on how good this run turns out to be. Right now, it's terrible. Right now, it's terrible. If I was doing my other one, it was good. But I did that run without there was a major mistake in that run, and I wanted to reset. So here I am. You had to play your seed in 2 settings. That's usually how I go about it. Admittedly, I want to do these in 1 sitting, but I just don't really have the energy for that anymore. Hold on, I gotta kind of lock in. That's not 20. Yeah. Should have went with my first guess. Well, oh, let me correct myself. It's usually I just got my money back. It's usually for this game I do it in 2 sittings. Every other rando I can do in 1 sitting. It's just this one I do in 2 sittings because most of the time the game like trolls me. And it takes forever to find the stuff that I need. But I love Wind Waker too much. I love it so much. I never really give it up. You like playing OOT because you can do it in 1 sitting? Yeah, I can do OOT in 1 sitting too. It's just this game. Sometimes it just drags out for way too long. Case in point, considering I have not found anything in almost 30 minutes. I have not found anything of value at all in 30 minutes. You played the rando and I fell in hate with the sailing, so they've been depending on your life. The sailing is not bad. I can understand it. I can understand it because it does get bad towards the end of a seed in this game where you don't have many checks to do. But I feel like if you properly route out what you're doing and know what to go for and when, then you're not sailing around the Great Sea like every 2 minutes, checking one thing at a time, you know what I mean? Like I always look out for a whole string of checks to do instead of doing, oh, I go to this spot, do one check. Okay, now I go sail to this next spot, do one check, and then go sail to the next spot and rinse and repeat. Until you ended up doing it all the time. Like I said, I think it's just you just gotta plan out your route and know what to do and when to do it. That way the sailing won't be as bad. Because I'm gonna be honest, when I play these, I really don't find myself sailing all that much until like the very end of a seed. You don't know what items you need for which checks most of the time. Well, see, you know what the answer to that is? You just gotta play the game more. You just play the random more, and everything will fall in place the more and more you do it. Currently, like right now, I'm always just thinking about what I'm gonna do next. You know, what am I gonna do next? What am I gonna do next? Even if I have no items, still always thinking about what I can do next. Plus, it also just helps that I have the map tracker next to me at all times, because for the life of me, I'll never remember where all the platforms are at. Ouch. Uh-oh. I currently... Thank you, I need this. I'm not gonna grind skull necklaces right now. I don't have spoils bag at the moment. I'm not too concerned with it at the moment. Plus, defeating them just takes a while. They could pass a gate with the grappling hooks, or you go to like that. I assume you did that on Bird's Peak. Island where you're supposed to hit the switches with a seagull? Yeah, I thought so. I'm totally not a nerd at this game. Loyal told you about it and you learned. You learned it. Loyal learned it because I did it so much. Well, Hurricane is fine, I guess, but I require more things. I wish to have more things. I guess we'll go this way. It had 100 rupees. Let's go, more money. Guys, I have not found anything in 35 minutes. Welcome to the Wind Waker experience. This is your typical Wind Waker randomizer experience right here. Tell Grandma she gave you a hook shot and iron boots because she loves you. She gave you a hook shot and then the shoes that make you stay glued to the ground. That way you can never leave her side ever again. Forget saving the world. Your grandma needs you. That's Star Island. I should have went to the chest first. What am I doing? God dang it. Whoopsies. Well, if it's something useless, then I can just easily reset then, but... I get the strange feeling that it's going to be something good. You love that? Yeah, I love that trick too. What's funny is I remember seeing that trick. Never mind, that's useless. You can stay in that chest, I don't want it. What's funny is I remember seeing that trick like years ago, and then when I started doing Wind Waker Randomizer, I was like, oh my god, what is that trick? I remember seeing it. I vividly remember seeing this trick, but I don't remember how it went. And then I finally relearned it, and I was like, oh yeah, that's how you do it. Dude, can I please have anything? This is ridiculous. My pot! Dude, I just said I wasn't worried about getting spoiled. That's still not anything! Do I even have a joy pendant? I have 2. Okay. I mean, Sure, I guess I can make a pit stop to Windfall to turn in the 1 joy pendant, and then I'll go to Dragon Roost. Yo, T journey started with, wait, Spearrunners do a little hop to get up to the switch in the Dong Dong Cavern. Okay. And skip the Lizalfos fight. How do they do that? And that's where we learn. Isn't the power of learning so magnificent? Okay, finally! We're cooking! Holy god! Item on Forsaken Fortress is the path to Hyrule. That means there's a shard there. There's a shard at Forsaken Fortress. Got it. You came about this clip earlier that this family started a book club. What's the clip? I remember thinking I may have gotten that trick, but I likely never learned any others, and now I play 9 out of 10 rewards, no logic. I should do a no logic seed one of these days. I should see how far I would get into it before I get stuck. They started off with Mexican restaurant menu. Okay. Hello, Ganon Dilf. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. What the heck is happening? This specific submarine is actually time-based. It's the only one in the game. So we're just chilling on the ladder, being safe from the mini blins, while we wait for the submarine to completely... to do that. The camera gets a little wonky because you're on the ladder. Because normally the camera goes back to where Link is, but because he's on the ladder, the camera's like, oh, he's not there. And then you get seasick. You been doing good? That's awesome to hear. I'm glad you're doing alright. Trying to... Well, I guess I could do this. It's gonna be annoying, but I could try. I have a lot of bombs, so might as well. Trying to get this run started. We finally got an item. After almost 40 minutes, we finally got bombs. Now we can start doing things. That's my favorite way to explain all glitches, as always. Pretty much. They asked for other book recommendations, and I said Cheesecake Factory was a good one, even though it could be pretty long. They'll be fine. Hey, if they want to start a book club, then they gotta stick to it. They gotta stick to their guns. Push spawn over there. I just thought it was really silly you had to share. You're really silly, Sassy. And we all love you for it. Platonically. Can you, like, spawn over here? Thank you. You can't finish a book, so you read manga? Isn't that the same thing, though? I can make it. Ooh, ooh. Right on the bottom of that hitbox. Well, I guess you can go. Alright, now I need this guy to play nice for me. How long that would take, I have no clue. Got it. It was worth it. Nice. They said it couldn't be done. But I defy every law imaginable. Do I have a bow? I do not. I have a quiver, but not a bow. Because unlike Ocarina of Time, you can get the upgrade. You can get the capacity upgrades for this game without actually having the items for it. For some reason. They're not progressive like Ocarina, like OOT. Yes, they're two separate items in this game. Instead of it being progressive, like I just said. Alright, pit stop the windfall, and then we'll go Dragon Roost. How does the game keep track? The game keeps track of your quiver and your bomb bag count. I don't know. They did it different. Oh yeah, I have mail for bombs. Shoo. Ganondorf, is that you? Are you planting a bomb in my mailbox? Go ship charge. Don't mind if I juke. And he's at bomb aisle. What do you know? Hydrate, I got you. Thank you for the hydrate. And the pet and the boop. Thank you, Suki. Useless! Perfect timing when I said useless. Yeah, that's exactly how I felt after getting that treasure chart. Lunch breaky time. What's for lunch? Sassy still never told me what she had for lunch, actually, which is pretty funny. Wait, never mind, she did. Never mind, never mind, never mind. Sassy, don't come back and yell at me. I didn't mean it. No, she doesn't need to do that. It's fine. Krusty. Rocky. Is this one? That's not that one. It's this one. You trying to make me a liar? No. The ISG of Windware. Yes, this is the ISG of Windware. The Windway. Do you know the Windway? The way Do you know the way? My baby! My child! He has returned. Alright, I'm happy now. Trying to make you a truther. Yeah, Sassy, you said you had rotisserie chicken, so you told the truth. Your B key works, so now your K key now acts up. You throw this keyboard in the trash. Well, let's not do that, but also it sounds like you do definitely need to get a new keyboard. I should probably clean my stuff. I haven't cleaned it in a little bit. It's been a tiny bit of time since I cleaned my computer stuff. I have no small keys, by the way. Do I have new keyboard money? Technically I do, but I need to be careful with it at the moment. Can't get too wild. $31, not bad. $33, not bad. Oh, I missed my left input. Want to do 2 of them. Another 33. Goodness. You don't spend on several pony OC commissions. Do not ask. Roger that, soldier. I will respect your decision and not ask any further questions. It's okay. It's okay to admit that you're a brony. It's fine. I was too back in my day. I should do commissions more though. And I know, I'm pretty sure one person heard me say that and her ears perked up immediately. Brony, in the year of our Lord, current year, you should be shot. No, don't say stuff like that. You would get 2 million Discord scammer messages. I'm aware. Don't worry. I am completely aware. I've had my fair share of those in the past already. Dude, can I get anything? I know I got bombs a little while ago, but I need more. I'm still going off of scraps. They always had the same script. Who was falling for them? I don't know. I guess they're just lazy. They're lazy and they don't want to improvise. Unfortunately, yes, there's a big world out there, so some people will still fall for it. Can't stop everybody. You're not done? What the? Come here, you. Back in the booty. Snipe! Oh, I missed! Snipe! Oh, he ducked under it. He's a god. That works. I have not had a sword this whole time, yes. I've been swordless. It's not to say it's impossible, though. Just more annoying and time-consuming. No, I made him jump away. Alright, they're gone. That's not vanilla. I feel like that's vanilla. No Deku 6 or ISG. This is blasphemy. Madness! No, you just don't know the way. The way of Cordless Link and Wind Waker. I don't need to do that actually. It's fine. Actually no, I do. Because I have bombs now. Won't be able to get a pair if I need one. So I should buy the thing in here now. Yeah. Eva, thank you for the raid. How are you, Eva? Hope you're doing well. Welcome in, Raiders. Hopefully y'all had a good time in Ava's stream. What were you up to today? Let me go ahead and take care of this while I'm sailing. He's playing FFA. How's that for you? Are you excited for part 3 of FF7? The remake? But everybody coming in, I am UB. I play a bunch of Zelda randomizers, as so with this one. But I also play, you know, Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess, Majora's Mask. But also divulge in a little bit of casual gaming here. Casual gaming here and there though. Just got done playing a Mario 64 ROM hack not too long ago. I played through Twilight Princess for the first time in years since the PC port came out and all that jazz. But if you're looking for a stream to chill out, relax, pass by your day, you know, have me in the background on the side while you progress throughout your day, then I would be honored to be that streamer for you. I just really appreciate you all being here, and hopefully I can take good care of you. Definitely better than the first time you played it. You said it for FF7. FF7.3 and the OOT remake. I'm a little bit worried about how the remake's gonna look. I just got kicked in the back of my head. I'm worried about how it's gonna look. But other than that, I'm definitely curious to know. Hold on. I'm definitely curious to know how everything's gonna turn out. Yo, hold on. Was that on your telescope? I need to see your telescope, bro. Hold on. There's something on his telescope, and I need to see it. Dude, sit still. You know, kick off the ledge. Yeah, come on. Do it again. One more time. Do it one more time. There's something on his telescope. I hopped up on the ledge and he lost me. Alright, whatever. Hey, look, there's a sword. Use Zelda game. It'll be good regardless. Hey, I'm sure. I mean, it's Ocarina of Time, right? So it's gonna do numbers regardless of what happens. Like, I'm not that worried about how it's gonna look. Like, I'm probably still gonna pick up the game, but it'll definitely be something, that's for sure. But appreciate you stopping by, Ava. Appreciate you rating in. Good luck on the things you have to get done. Definitely go ahead and take care of yourself if you need to. Make sure you've been sitting in that streaming chair for hours. So get up, stretch, grab some food, grab a good drink, and then relax those weary bones. I'm probably gonna stop here soon myself, though. Nidorock's Path to Hyrule. So Nidorock also has a Triforce Shard. Good to know. What's up, Loyal? Are you also ready for the OOT remake, Loyal? Why'd I do that? Too early. No, because you don't want to switch to... Oh yeah, that is fair. But what if they come out with a randomizer for it? What then? What if Nintendo officially puts a randomizer mode in the game? What if Nintendo will finally acknowledge fan creations and put a randomizer in the game? And look, there's the bow. That's out of logic bow, though. Actually, that's perfect timing. Considering the submarine I'm about to go do. That's really perfect timing. To be honest, I can't justify spending money on gaming right now. At all right now. Yeah, me neither. Although, if I somehow hold out all the way until the remake might be an exception. Nintendo hates fun, so they won't do it. But Jeremy, you gotta let me be sarcastic a little bit. Bro made no noise. He was behind me. You gotta let me be sarcastic and just spread fake copium a little bit. You might just get a solid little mini PC for some emulation and older PC games. Other than that, not much more. Nah, you're gonna save up for a Switch 2 and get the remake. Alright, let's see. What do I want to head out to? Auction doesn't have anything anymore. I could go check out Beetle. No, there's so much stuff to do down here. We'll hold out. We'll hold out on it for now. In fact, actually no, this is fine. I can do a bunch of shenanigans right now. Remember when Nintendo had a show you could download for 3DS, and then they fired the creators because they did a Nuzlocke? I don't know that, but also, that sucks. Sure, and you're the Easter Bunny? Alright, I'm not sure where that came from. Plus, March is 3 months past. Kind of late on that. Did I say March, by the way? I think I did. Oh, Tingle Island foolish? Get wrecked, loyal. No 5 statues for you. Today's a glorious day. You work on the equivalent of Val time? Alright, it's time to do some shenanigans. I'm gonna go all the way to Thorned Ferry. By going the wrong way. You demand Tingle Tuner? What if Ghost Ship has it? What if Ghost Ship stole your GBA? Well, I can reset that chest because all that I had was money. So if Thorn Fairy ends up being useless, and then I could just reset that chest. And then go to Southern Fairy. Oh, well, I guess I could just get the chest storage from the platforms on Southern Fairy, though. Wait, I can just get into there normally. I have bombs. Duh. Never mind. This is only really good for Thorned and good for Western Ferry. All the other ferry islands I'm fine with. Well, Tingletune is gonna be right here. You would get 3 Twitch TO violations if I said what I would do to go ship if you stole your GBA. Yeah, best to not get yourself in trouble. That is ill-advised. I don't recommend it. Alright, what we got? I already saved, so if it's useless, I can just save it. I can just reset. See ya. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Actually, no, I can do it on Bomb Isle. It's fine. Go there. Yeah, let's go there next. Nintendo Minute. Oh, that does sound familiar. I think I'll clear out this portion of the Great Sea, and depending on where we're at, I'll probably call it. If I get, like, insane items from this portion of the Great Sea, I'm talking about, like, probably, like, all down here, then I'll keep going. But if I don't really get much progression, then I'm probably just gonna call it. But I might just call it regardless, because, like I said earlier, I'm kind of very relaxed today. Kind of just want to chill. Cavern, under rope bridge, treasure chart. Useless. Under rope bridge. Mark that off. Mile. Got red little guys. The Angie. Whoops. Oh yeah, y'all do get Deltarune Chapter 5 this year. Next month? Probably not. Apparently Toby said he might even be done with it by the end of this year. Chapter 7 is going to be done by the end of this year. So the whole game will be done by the end of this year. Apparently y'all are eating good. Supposedly. Once that happens, you can no longer defend Heartbound. Heartbound. Alright, I gotta do this in like a weird order. That's a wild statement. My money! Drop that money. My money. It's my money, Brian. Ouch, no joy pendant. Bob doesn't get attacked. Hardbound is the game by Pirate Software. The guy that... Oh, he talked bad about the Stop Killing games. I remember that. Dude! I remember all that happening. Okay. So, what I'm going to do is this. Dang it. I don't think it's bad to say that 6 years is an unreasonable amount of time. In early access, when you're a dev with a small team and you stream daily. Yeah, no, that's pretty whack, if you ask me. Stream daily, pretty sure has a lot of fans, a lot of money. Did I leave the quadrant? I did. What'd I get? Anything of value. It goes a DRC key. Nice. Alright, so the reason why I got the storage is so I can do this. Bloop. Ghost Runner has been in development just as long as Toby Fox has Undertale money. Yeah, let's walk through it. I had ISG. You didn't know you can walk through stuff with ISG? Single statue is useless. And just to spite Loyal even more, I'm not even going to count it on the tracker. But let the ADHD consume him. ADHD? OCD. Holy crap. Alright, let's keep it going. Let's get all this stuff done. What's up, cruising? Blah, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Bleach can cure that. Yeah, just pour bleach on your monitor for me real quick, Loyal. Loyal? German? Not sure why I equipped bombs, but whatever. The anime. Hey, Core 4 is about to come out. Bleach and a cloth. Alright, anything I get from this? Another key? No. Alright, guess I got nothing, unless it's something with the delivery bag. Which I do not have at the moment. Vibing out. That's what I'm doing as well today. I'm vibing out. Vibing out with some Wind Waker. About to stop soon though. Today is a very vibey day. Get some relaxation in, you know. Get some relaxation in. Stream for the good people at home. You just call Hollow Knight a bad video game? I think the wrath of the world is about to cast down upon you. Oops. It's too low. Silk Song's the bad one. Okay, now you're just rage baiting. Although, I'm not the one being rage baited because I don't play those games. But I know for sure they're not bad. It's not because Hollow Knight. Oh, you think... Come on! You think Silk Song is worse than Hollow Knight? Where's the battle pass? Alright, we're kinda cooking. We got the hammer. Kind of a good ingredient, if you ask me. Cat of God Small is also really good. Really gonna need Deca Leaf and Magic though in order to take advantage of these things. Pendant. Can't really compare them both. Yeah, I had a bunch of free expansions that fleshed out the game out more. Gotta wait until the Silk Song life cycle was done first. I feel like it's done now. I feel like people don't really talk about it much anymore. Unless, of course, they're planning to come out of the blue with the DLC, which they might. Might and most likely will. And, well, Ghost Ship is here, so I might as well check it out now, I guess. Well, first I need to be able to sail to the Ghost Ship. That's probably the wisest decision. Hammer. Link, why don't you spit attack? I'll save in a sec. I was compare Hollow Knight and Silk Song by saying one is the best slice of chocolate cake you'll never eat, and the others. And yeah, there's the entire cake that you have to eat up. Alright, whatever. Well, I guess I didn't really need to reset since it's just 50 rupees, but who knows? That 50 rupees might come in a pinch. Apple cake? Never... I think I never came across anybody that's mentioned apple cake before. I like lemon cake, though. Lemon cake is so good. But the best is chocolate cake. Especially how my dad makes chocolate cake. I love when my dad makes chocolate cake. Lemon's pretty fine. I'd say it's pretty good. It has a good flavor to it. You want to raid Afro Man's home because that lemon pound cake looked really good. Drink? I saw it. I was about to reach. Take it, brother, hydrate. Let's get you made with a German apple cake. German! The German apple cake? German cupcake, what do we do with this information? I never heard about a German apple cake, though. I will say that. It's what it says in the recipe book. Hey, that's how we learn. That's how we learn. Nothing wrong with that. Man, I got so many cooks in my chat whenever they come by. Got Sassy, got Skillvy, Cruising. I think there's like one other person that I know that comes in the chat sometimes and cooks. Baking is fun. No, it is fun. I haven't really well, I like baked stuff, but it was mostly, you know, when I had my job at Subway, so it doesn't really count. But it is fun. Subway. You used to be a chef? Excuse me. And you left that life for this? You left that life just to be trolled by a loyal 24/7? As one heck of a sacrifice. Let me get this hint first, and then we'll go with the Bigato. You just love food? I also love food. Great fish, foolish. What's everybody's favorite food? Favorite food? You can even say favorite type of food if you want. Pineapple pizza, well, that's obvious. Everything cheesy that I want to have but can't. You left that life to work as a nursing assistant, but I leave that life to be streaming 24/7. Yes, that's the event. That's eventually the life that I want to try and get. My favorite food is my favorite food is hot wings. Oh my god, the double raid. I was about to end too. I was about to end like relatively soon. Hi Unknown. How you doing, Unknown? Welcome in, Raiders. Hi Waver. Hi Unknown, the man himself. Hi Flamon. How you doing? Thank you for the follow as well. Appreciate it. Hopefully you all are doing okay from the stream. How was the stream today? Hopefully you all had a good time. Welcome in, Shy Bay. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Let me give you this. Shout out Unknown. How was Zenless? And while you answer that, welcome in everybody. I am Yubi. I stream a lot of Zelda randomizers, mainly this one, but I also play Twilight Princess, Ocarina of Time, and Majora's Mask. I also play some casual stuff here and there. Just got finished doing a Mario 64 ROM hack not too long ago. I played Twilight Princess for the first time in many years, like the vanilla version, I should say. But more importantly, if you want to stream, to chill out, relax, hang out, have me on the side to pass your day, then I will be honored to fill in that role for you. Hopefully, I can just do my very best to take very good care of everybody. Appreciate all of you being here. It means so much to me that you all are here. Thank you for bringing your community over, Unknown. And I appreciate you all. And Unknown, if you gotta go rest up, please go do so. Get yourself some after stream care. Get you some good food, good drink, and hopefully you all have a good night's rest. Cause I'm pretty sure it's late for you now. Let's see, yeah, Zenless. Let's see, did a relatively cute event. Somehow it was already 2 hours. You was immersed. You was immersed in the video game. DP is peak. Underrated peak. First gun. Hello, Pharaoh Panda. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Okay, well, I guess I'm doing this now. Talk a bit been the mood. That is no problem. You're not. Any viewer in the stream is not obliged to talk in the stream at the slightest. You're fully allowed to lurk however you want. I just want to hope that maybe my stream can bring a little bit of a positive force in your time of need. So hopefully this stream could aim to make you feel a little bit better. But at the end of the day, I hope you do feel better. I appreciate you being here more than anything. Hope the seed needs Earth Temple. We'll see. Third did curse me earlier and said that the seed required Earth Temple, but that was the last seed. You needed some Zelda Rando in your life, you're starved. I thought about playing OT, but I chose Wind Waker. Undertale Yellow Rando. Alright, let's see. To get that chest, do this. Keep your jobs, I guess, some rest, have fun, take care. Yeah, thank you again, Unknown, for stopping by. Get yourself some good rest. Appreciate you bringing your community over. I really appreciate it. Although it's unfortunate because I am going to stop soon, though, because I'm starting to get hungry, so. Starting to get hungry, and it's almost already halfway through the day. At least aim to maybe do some stuff if I don't get too lazy later. Alright, let's properly get this hint before I go up to the Great Fairy. And I always end up not getting the hint when I mean to. Starred in the Tower of the Gods sector, so that means it could be either be in the dungeon that's in Tower of the Gods, or it could be in Hyrule. Can't be a light arrow chest because that means that means I need a Triforce shard to get a Triforce shard, and that'll be bad. And we don't want that. Alright. I think I will just do this and I'll probably end it here. So I'm sorry that the Raiders from Unknown stream is gonna be cut a little bit short. But I am getting hungry. Dang it, messed up. I could go to Forsaken Fortress though. No, yeah. Let's go to Forsaken Fortress and go to the Hamrock Cane Boss store. Let's at least do that, and then we'll stop. Then we'll call it there. Hyrule Castle Storm's Grotto, calling it. Well, joke's on you, that does not exist in this game. But there is the Master Sword Chamber, which is just as memey as the Hyrule Castle Storm's Grotto. That's just as much of a meme. So it depends. I didn't consider Minish Woods. You know, I never played Minish Cap right now. But I'm gonna be honest, it really doesn't look all that interesting to me. Alright, what item did I get? I didn't even check what item I got from Five Eye. Looks like nothing important. IRL and Rando needs an update. I agree. I need less randomization in my IRL Rando. There's too many settings turned on. You want to be real and honest? I don't care about Minish Cap enough. Like, you don't like it as the game, or you don't like it as the rando? Or both. There's a game in general you have liked less over time. That's fair. I think, yeah, I'd say it's definitely fair to say that Minish Cap doesn't really age all that well. Not gonna lie. I still had fun with it when I played it, but yeah, I can also admit it. I don't think it really ages that well. It's not bad, just kind of meh. Yeah. You liked it as a game, not enough to play it as a rando. Also, just imagine that game could have a setting that would make me get 150 random trophies. Just makes you cringe. I mean, that's when you just don't play with that setting. But I can understand. Eastern Fairy. Wow, all these, all these barren locations. Fair enough. Yes, I did 100% Minish Cap when I played it again, for nostalgia's sake. And I did not regret it. Although I did have to sit in that room. I got that first try without trying to. God dang it. I was not even expecting to get that first try. I do like the creation of the four swords in that game. And then we got the best multiplayer game Zelda games that everybody could ask for. And now the GameCube one is stuck in limbo because Nintendo had to make it the weirdest way possible in order to do multiplayer for that game. And unfortunately, that game is never coming to NSO. Well, no, it probably will come to NSO, but I don't think there'll be a way to do multiplayer on it, or like they won't come up with a way to do multiplayer. They would have to change so much about the game in order to do multiplayer. I do have very wishful thinking that they'll figure out some way to do Four Swords Adventures on NSO, but that wishful thinking is like extremely low. Extremely low. Speaking of Four Swords Adventures, have you guys heard of Navi trackers as Tetra trackers? I did hear about that. I heard about that, and I watched I watched gameplay of it. It's certainly a game mode. I don't think it's something I'd be too heavily invested in though. Wii U could have done it for Wii U gamepads. Though I think you can only do connect to a system. Yeah, that's fair. I feel like Switch can do it too. Like, just have it to where, you know, the GBA... Just make it so, like, the GBA screen's, like, all separate. You know? Like how if you play Four Swords Adventures solo, single player, right? And whenever you go inside of, you know, caves and stuff like that, they have a GBA screen pop up on the main TV screen. Well, why not just do that, but just have it be separate from for everybody, you know? Now, of course, there's the issue of trying to do it locally, but like in terms of being able to play the NSO version of that game online, then that's totally feasible, I feel like. But again, it's just wishful thinking, and I'm totally, like, for sure not even believing that it's gonna happen. A fox can dream, though. A fox can dream. Alright, so I actually needed to come here. Wasn't totally useless. If they ever did a Four Swords Adventures remaster, it would be nice if they included Tetra trackers, but they would never. What's the Tetra trackers, like a Japanese only thing? Like with the Japanese copy or something like that? Boom, 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 boom. You have to dub the game in English? Yeah, they would have to do that too. But yeah, no. I just really wish they could do Four Swords on NSO one day, man. It would be so cool. It would be so cool and so fun. Like that would just reinvigorate the multiplayer side of the Zelda games. Which honestly, I feel like they really should go that route more. They really need to go that route more with Zelda games, having like multiplayer Zelda games instead of just Four Swords. I have a weird feeling that quite a few games won't be released on there. What games are on there right now? Not a whole lot, actually, believe it or not. For some reason, they're still releasing freaking NES and 64 games on NSO, and it's like, it's kind of weird because they advertise the frick out of the GameCube NSO, but there's just like no games on there at all. Earth Temple, great. And let me go open the pot at least. Earth Temple all the way the frick up here, man. But yeah, I think what the only thing that's on GameCube NSO at the moment is Soul Calibur 2, Wind Waker. Oh my god. Like Soul Calibur 2, Wind Waker, Pokemon XD, and like 3 other games I can't remember off the top of my head right now. But mind you, we still don't have Pokemon Coliseum, even though it was revealed that Coliseum was coming to NSO. Like way back when the Switch 2 was like being revealed and stuff. Or like when the GameCube NSO was being revealed for the first time. So there's that. And then, yeah, we still don't have that game. And it's even funnier because XD came out first, but not Coliseum. But XD is supposed to be the second game in that little series for some reason. but they released XD first. In fact, I most likely know why they did XD first, because I think XD is the easier game. So, knowing Nintendo, I was like, yeah, let's release the easier game first. Ah, man. Melee would never happen? I want to say there is a world Melee will happen, but that chance is really low. I think Melee will only happen if like the next Smash Brothers games was announced for Switch 2. Because then, you know, they're going to put in Melee to hype up people for the next Smash game, yada, 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 you know. But anywho, that is going to be the end of the stream today. We will continue this either tomorrow or Friday. Well, we'll have to see. But that is going to be the end. I'm going to raid Arza. I haven't raided Arza in a little while. Cute Bean is doing some Minecraft at the moment. The Minecraft community server. So this is not your ticket to go blow up her world. Please don't go do that. If you do that, I will ban you. If I figure out it was you. What? What happened? Well, thank you for the 30. Thank you for the 30 bits to Gigantifying German. Appreciate it. Thanks for the fun stream. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate the raids today. Appreciate the raid from Ava and Unknown. I know Ava's gone, but if Unknown you're still here, appreciate you. Appreciate you again. But yeah, we'll continue this either tomorrow or Friday. But it was a nice, what, 2.5 hours? Yeah, 2.5 hours. A little bit of extra change on there. But hopefully you all had a good time in the stream today. Hopefully the stream has helped make your day a little bit better in any way, shape, or form. You know, if you needed this stream to just, you know, pass on your day and what have you, then hopefully I did adjust that for you. But we'll get this all finished up next time. And then, you know, we'll just go on. We'll go on from there with our usual shenanigans. It was definitely funny to see German and Loyal constantly fight in the chat, though. It was kind of funny to witness this whole time. But, you know, that's just what happens when you put 2 rage baiters in the same room and then they just have at it. So what do I know? Every 40 minutes of no game audio? I don't know what you're talking about, actually. What are you talking about? Maybe your stream is muted. Have you ever considered that? Like maybe your stream is muted and you're just rage baiting everybody, even the VOD viewers. The VOD viewers wouldn't really know. But anywho though, make sure to get your raid messages copied to everybody. If you're a non-sub, copy the first one. If you are a sub, copy the second one. But with that, you'll have a good rest of your day, night, morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time zone that you're in. Take care of yourself, take care of each other, especially during these times on this earth. Keep your friends and families close. They'll take better care of you better than anybody else can. Sleep well, drink well, and take your medicines. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.